You are the vitamin C in my orange juice. Do you think now that Richard Heart has defeated the SEC that Uniswap is going to remove the ban? I hope they do. That will be quite the telling tale. I mean, Gaten Adams, Uniswap. Richard Heart did not get the case dropped by the SEC. He actually won. That is the only, like, you guys didn't even win. Uniswap, you guys didn't even win. You know that? The SEC just had to drop the case. They were like told, hey, just drop the case. Like, you didn't even win. They just backed off. Richard actually won. So not only should you like remove the ban, you should like put HEX logo on the Uniswap thing. Actually make it the first thing to default for like 24 hours. The first thing to swap. That's how like wrong you were. You caved in. Like little BITCHESSSSS exclamation mark. You could not be more wrong. Like the token you chose to delist, the one to target, was the only token where the founder actually beat the SEC. That's how wrong you were. I'd also, friends, like to take this moment in time, play some PUBG music. I just want to give you a reminder of like crowd's expectations. We all have expectations that things just get better, but sometimes they don't. Like you expect, okay, there's only going to be 5 rainy days in the next month. And then, you know, it can be rainy one year. There's like 25 days or something ridiculous, okay? Look at where everyone expected HEX to be 50 cents by now, and look where we are, 1 cent. Okay, just showing you how much things can deviate, right? And this was done as a survey by me 2 years ago. We're guessing when Bitcoin is 100K, what price do you think HEX would be? You know, and the average of 55 cents. Some people like 30 to 40 cents. Many people are $1. A lot of people believed $1. 1 cent. One. Okay. So what I'm doing is just here to remind you, it's a reminder, right? How wrong that crowd can be. You're down 30x where the average was, right? You should plan for being wrong in the future about everything crypto related. So if you're out there and you're sidelined on crypto, you're probably not likely, you're probably already in. But if you're sidelined on PulseChain, the community, we went through this, okay? We're still going through it right now. And I'm telling you, we know, look how far the deviation was to the downside. Okay, but what if you could just think for 5 seconds, what if your expectations as a hater or a non-believer, what if your expectations are going to be wrong to the upside? What if this 250,000 strong community with 170 plus content creators, 2 conferences per year, a pirate, fluffy microphone, we got a Hooters waitress, we got a doctor, same guy, and many other things. We've got a lawyer, all these things, friends. Like, we have all of that. What if they're just completely misreading it? Like, I can't tell you how amazing that was. I was literally to watch Ivan, who knows, friends, highest value content in crypto. He knows me. He was in disbelief when I was reading, I was typing all the information about the court case in October last year from Richard Heart. Total disbelief. He's like, Simon, where are you getting this information from? And he just moved on to the next thing. You know? Now, luckily for everyone, the prices are still cheap and they don't care. But it is like, because friends, you and I, you probably think a lot of things are random, and a lot of them are, but man, I don't care about coins that, oh, I never heard about this thing did 1000x. I don't care. No one told me about it. I care about someone like me who's yelling about that one thing. I'm so scared about them being right. Look what happened to XRP guys. Weren't you scared XRP guys would be right? Look what happened. Your worst nightmare came true. They were right. 6x fast. Do you see? Well, we are now in that position as well. What if we're right? What if the thin liquidity, Richard comes back and streaming, the SEC ends up being on our way, Uniswap has to relist us. What if all of these start shocking to the upside? That's why, like I've seen it so many times, man. People, they don't really care about facts. You're actually trading emotions. When they feel bad, they want to doubt. They naturally doubt. We do doubt when they feel bad. When they feel good, they want to believe. When they feel bad, price is down. When they feel good, price is high. But you know that that leads to disaster. selling low and buying high. You know that. But look, man, you don't always get the high exciting prices, but why G? I ask those people why G, but you know, you actually find out. See, people, friends, even after all these, they'll say, well, I know your coin is cheap. I know these things are cheap, but this other thing over here, like the Pump Fund Solana trash, that thing's going to do a 5x in a week. So I'm just going to go over there first and then I'll come back. So it's basically people telling you, I understand I'm irrational, but not really. It's because there's money to be made somewhere else. That's faster for me. So they're basically just rotating liquidity around. So once you have just people doing that slicing and dicing back and forth, you know what you're looking at is an extremely depressed price, and it's the market remaining irrational longer than a lot of people can remain solvent. And it still is down here. One day it won't be though. You know, obviously we're waiting for the US dollar to come down and the ETH BTC to reverse. Now, I just want to temper expectations, friends. I want obviously prices to reverse up, but I want to remind you that when the XRP defeated the SEC thing appeared, they went up $2 and it came back down. Okay, now SEC still have cases on Ripple. They haven't dropped all of them. They're doing all these repeals and stuff out here, okay? So with PulseChain ecosystem, if it retraces, it just confirms what I've already told you, all right? So PulseChain's dampened by Ethereum pressure, ETH BTC infinitely more than some bogus SEC and Interpol claims. So another way to think about it, friends, is like the market players, all of us, we've already priced in and figured out that the government claims are bogus. We've already figured that out because the community's still there. Because we're like, okay, whatever the government says, there's still 250,000 people here. We are just a normal part of the cyclical forces, right? But you're hoping this like a spark, you know, maybe more coverage comes. Maybe it just helps the momentum going forward. We're all part of a cycle, so you have to take it with its pros and cons. One of the cons, it's nearly impossible to deviate to the upside away from it. It requires special unicorn magic. Only 1% of coins get to experience it. So this is the ETH BTC chart. Friends, look, PulseChain launched here and we had a freak accident happen, okay? We had a freak accident happen and it went down. So, you know, when people ask me, hey, PulseChain, what's your honest assessment? Isn't it garbage? Isn't it like way underperforming? When they say that to me, all that's going through my mind is, hey man, Ethereum disappointed. Ethereum had a freak accident. We couldn't do anything. Yeah. If ETH BTC went up instead of down, so if ETH BTC, friends, remember, it's at 2.6 point now. If it was at 10 and PulseChain was down here, oh yeah, big problems. Big problems. That means like you're not just down, like you actually lost. You actually lost. If Ethereum was $10,000 right now and PulseChain's price down here, you actually lost. I think you're like down 95% against it. Like you just, that's an obliteration. But it's not there, is it? You know, because once you understand how these things work, it's nearly almost impossible for that to happen with a community around. Okay. So that's everything in a nutshell. You get to see how it works. Also, shout out to Baby Doll Whitley. Look at you. Hog. This is, oh, look at this amazing art. Holding on these big, thick, juicy green candles. Pulse and Hog. Heart with Dog. They do amazing art animations. I've got a big, fat, thick, soy-free beeswax candle. Yes, friends, actually comes from bees. It is soy-free. Yeah. To my shock, there are soy toxins in many candles out there. It's you learn something new every day, huh? I want to take this time out to remind you of something. So when Richard Hart, friends, when he does a post everyone likes, the PulseChain community calls it genius. Okay, he's genius. He's so smart. He's so smart. But when he says something they hate, like begging Vitalik, okay, they call it shaking out weak hands. Okay, now. Sideline soy boy bears, pencil neck, noodle arm, bug eater, bug worshipping scum, sideline non-believers, they will then say, oh, it's illogically inconsistent, therefore I'm out. You're a loser. You're walking away from opportunity. Okay? So all you need to know, so people will say, oh, you're doing mental gymnastics. In your eyes, you can't do anything wrong. Just like, friends, Vitalik has that same thing, yeah? There's nothing wrong that Vitalik can do. There's nothing wrong that this guy can do. Instead of judging, okay, remember, it's a market with a price, man. Okay, it's markets with prices. So all you need to know from this mental gymnastics is that PulseChain community is 100% committed. So that's the interesting part, right? Community is the asset, not the code. Memes, cults, religions. You're like, oh, I found the group of people who, no matter what this guy says, they're still in. So people walk away from that. No, but when there's cheap prices, it's literally opportunity staring you in the face. It's like literally nothing the guy does is going to make them walk away. They're here forever. That is very powerful. They're literally here forever. They basically have all these indications they're too sticky to leave. They're not going anywhere. Now, if you want to judge, you can. I'm going to now show you the logo of something that is exactly like PulseChain and the story I'm talking about. And you might even call this thing a cult. Have you seen this logo before? Have you seen that before? It's the American flag. Have you seen that? Have you seen a man tweak his nipples to pump the price? Now you have. So this American flag, see that, friends? Cult. We don't use the word cult though, do we? He's a cult though. Nothing the president does, or whoever they elect, or whoever the Coconut Intelligence Agency, I can't speak about it anymore, YouTube keeps playing it, but remember, friends, remember the Coconut Intelligence Agency, they squirted President JF Krispy Kremes, jelly beans, flakes, and Krispy Kremes, right? You know, that president where they squirted him? Yes. I mean, they literally killed him in cold blood. Did everyone in America leave? No. You stayed there. You're like, you know, we can't do anything. Anyway, that's pretty much what everyone did. And everyone knew. The polls were like everyone knew the government did it. They're not leaving. You're stuck there forever. But we don't use the C word, do we? We don't say cult. We say, oh, it's a country. The other C word. Oh, it's a country. Of course they're not leaving. Yeah, but why aren't they leaving? What do you mean, of course? Oh, because they have their family there. Because they have their schools there. Because they've grown up there. Because there's other good stuff out there. Oh, you mean like a network? Yeah. We call it like the geography. It's a geographical network. Exactly. Well, we're doing the same thing in crypto. They are borderless countries. So they are digital nations. It's the same thing. It's just that we can change countries, bridge out and bridge in with hyper fast ability. We can. I wonder how different the world would be if you and I could literally travel across the world in a minute. Imagine that. Imagine someone's like thinking, you know what? I married the wrong woman. She's fat, she's hairy, she's not doing anything, she's ungrateful. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of being a cuck. I'm going to go teleport to Mykonos Islands. I'm going to go have a party for a weekend and I'm done, never coming back. I wonder how the world could change. I wonder how personalities and relationships would change if you could just walk out in 2 seconds. Well, learn from crypto. Everybody has to get better. You can't really keep everyone in. You can't. But it does get sticky anyway. Isn't that interesting? You got 1,000 options, people still stay. We like making stuff a home. This is precisely what a crypto community needs to succeed into evolving from a cult into a neo-religion. These are some of the pictures out here, friends, I've made out here. Welcome to PulseChain. We love you. Hex Maxis, Bitcoin Maxis, Charles Hoskinson. You're in a cult. You're all in a cult. I love that picture. You're all in a cult. No, you're in a cult. Same thing, man. It's gold. It's gold. Whoever made this genius. Here is Eric Wall taking a dump in the middle of nowhere. Welcome to PulseChain. We love you. Welcome to PulseChain. We love you, Habibi. Now, what's Eric thinking here? He's thinking, man, oh man, so glad I didn't buy. That's what he's thinking. I wonder one day if he's going to change his mind. Relevant example here for you. Many people thank God for the good things in their life. You see? Oh, thank God. You know, thank God. We even say, oh, thank God it's not raining today. Thank God it's okay. Thank God we got there safely. Well, thank God the prices went up, right? We say that. But then, if you have a sudden death in the family, someone gets sick, there's some horrific downside, bad luck, okay? They don't say, oh, thank you, God, for this muscle wasting disease where someone's life close to me is now going to end prematurely. Thank you. The people don't talk like that, okay? But they stay in the religion and the faith anyway. They do stay. Why do they stay? We're just humans. We're just built this way. Baby, I was built this way. You know, Lady Gaga song, friends. So now you know that's human. That's how we act in tribes, countries, communities. We like gather around. We're like little worker ants like that. Okay, that's us. It's tribal. That's why stock market people don't get it. They're like, oh no, there's no tribey. I'm looking at the revenue of stuff. And that's why crypto, new paradigm. We're like, bro, we didn't care about that. I didn't care how much money Apple made this year. Guess what? I'm never buying Apple stock. I don't care. And they're like, why? I'm like, can't pump. I can't swap for anything. There's no Apple memes. There's no community to make me give a crap about it. Where's your guy with a fluffy microphone making 4,600 videos? Huh? You don't have him? Okay, you're worth 0 to me. Thank you very much, Apple. I don't care how much revenue you made. Team Apple, you're out. I like bananas today. Because I'm out of apples. We've got to get more apples. Okay, we just got bananas left. That's why I like bananas. That's it. And they can't live in this world. It's a bit of their side generation. It's also a bit of the brain rot 15-minute generation G side. It's more eccentric. It's more like, hey, we got more options now. It's also a new world, friends. You can have a bank account anywhere now. A bank account on any chain. Things are moving fast. We're making new tech. It really is the future. You see all these things come together, friends. So we understand this. That's why we stay long. That's why we stay long. Despite people coming in and saying, oh, that's weird. Richard says something good or bad. You stay no matter what. Like, by the way, every single person who does this, total hypocrites. They're doing the exact same thing. I just guarantee you. Friends, there are people in relationships. Yeah, I'm just gonna say it. Like maybe their loved one's cheating on them. They can cheat on them a lot of times. Friends, there's even relationships out there where like, you know what? I know he's cheating on me. Just don't do it in front of me. Make me look like an idiot. You know what I mean? Like there's relationships like that, guys and girls. You see what I mean? Like everyone, there's things out there you just can't fight everything out here, but they don't have price charts. Okay. Like, you can't go short on Larry because you know his missus is with the neighbor 4 days a week. You know what I mean? Like, if Larry was a crypto, you just short him. You're like, it's over for Larry. You can't do that. But in markets, you can. That's why we hyper-focus on this. I'm going to show you this as well. Check out this Coinfessions Rekt. I'm living in a third world country, and I was able to save up $750 over the past 4 years in my wallet. I decided to gamble with it after Trump and his wife launched memes. JPEG coins, mind you, friends. Then I lost it all within a week because I was revenge trading. I currently have $0 to my name. I don't know where to start again. I really hate myself right now. Okay. Aaron, no one to blame but himself. Crypto is in its 4th cycle. There's plenty of educational content available to help users avoid scams. So that's true. Very, very true. I'm very sorry you did that. You took a bite of the cherry. That's what happens, friends. When you're listening to pump fun, JPEG stuff, man, like that's what I understand all walks of life. Because I know he saw the president. He's like, oh, the president's coin can't go down. Just remember this for euphoria. Yeah. If he couldn't force his coin to go up, all right? If he couldn't force it to go up, when it's time for the cycle to end, him, nor the government wallet, nor Roca Negra, nor Vitalik's 4,000 IQ brain, nothing. No one's going to be able to stop these things from dropping, okay? No amount of word salad, Michael Chad Saylor leverage, sell your kidney to buy Bitcoin, sell your wife's underwear to go buy another Satoshi. It's not going to matter. But I know we don't really care about that. We're like, dude, can we just get out of this depression zone first? Then we can worry about that. But just a reminder, okay? Remember how painful it is for us right now. The cycle giveth and taketh. Right now, it feels like the cycle's taketh for a long time. Okay, it's going to give again. It's going to give. And when that magic comes in, don't forget, that magic, it's got a lot of mana, but it's not infinite mana. It's going to go back to the pool. It's going to have to replenish. Epstein Files, friends. Last thing. Epstein Files, I don't even know if I say it a lot. This YouTube flagged me. So there's been leaks, but apparently it's been like the biggest letdown of all time. And yeah, there's been Israeli government look at this. It's literally just paid shield stuff. Today I met with President Trump. They handed me a binder copy of Epstein Files. Today I met with President Trump. They handed me a binder copy of the Epstein Files. So his name's Chad Prather. So yeah, man, they're all bought and paid for. We know that. There's too many, man. This thing goes really, really, really deep. I don't know how much of the deep state they can actually take out. Slug coin. Yup. DC Gano, is his name actually? Oh my God, Drano. Yeah, that's awesome. His surname, his name. DC Gano. Had to check. DC Gano is known controlled OP shill deep state puppet. As always, it's just another psyops distraction while you're not looking. Yeah. I also saw from Ian Carroll. Interesting. They're like, oh yeah, it's funny how the news is now blasting Zelensky and Trump, trying to like remove away from the Epstein. They're like, wash away the news, wash away the news, wash it away. It is something interesting to think about. For now though, friends, it's beautiful. Have you been refreshing your portfolio every day? I've been refreshing PulseChain. Yay, 60%, 70%. So I want to keep it going. Do you think Richard's going to stream now? Do you think there's excuses? Right? Do you think it is? Could be just masterful timing. I wonder what happens out here. It'll be nice. Even though, friends, even though I know cyclically, even if Richard's streaming, we have roughly the same prices. It's nice to feel good. Like, he's your dopamine hit. You know, when he says big things are coming. You know, where he says big things coming. Or I heard a rumor someone's like making a big upgrade to the Block Explorer soon. You know, like there's an update. You know what I mean? Like little things like that. That's why you don't blow all your load in one go. That's ultimately because it really is all about the journey, isn't it? So let me know what you think. I'm really, really interested in you. Like, subscribe, belly button, all. I got to get more apples. Catch you soon.